What's up everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you a card trick, and this is going to be the easiest card trick you ever learn. And this is actually one of the first card tricks I've ever learned. So, most magicians learn this one and they're very early of their careers, and it can be used as a mind reading effect as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the trick, and then I'm going to teach you it, okay? So, I have a deck of cards here, and I want you to just, we're going to pick a card for you, okay? So we're going to pick a card, let's say this one, okay? So, got the card, we're going to place it on top, and we're just going to place it just like that. Perfect. Now, I want you to try and send that card through the screen to me, okay? The card you had was a black card, I believe. You know what? I think... No. This is it. The card that you are thinking of is the Eight of Diamonds. Now, let's get right into this, okay? So this is called a key card, and the object of a key card is to use a secondary card to find a spectator's selected card. So, what actually is happening is this, okay? Now that I have free hands, I can do this, but what it is you have someone pick a card. So let's say they pick the Jack of Hearts, okay? So you haven't picked the Jack of Hearts. What you can do is you have them take the Jack of Hearts and place it on top of the deck. You take one half of the deck, place it there. You take the other half of the deck, and as you're about to put it down, what you're going to do is you're going to peek at the bottom card. Now what I do sometimes, so they select a card, they have it in their hands, so they take the Jack of Hearts, and what I do is I automatically take about half the pack and put it down on the table, and then I take this pack and I point at this pack so I can look at this card. So it makes sense to look down. So you tell them, put the card back on top of the deck, and you're looking at what is called the key card at that moment. So what you do, you point, don't make it obvious that you're looking at this, make it just point and motion towards the fact that they're putting the card down, but don't make it like a move, let's say. Just make it, hey, put the card back, cool. Now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you what I see, okay? So you're gonna go through and you're gonna find their card. Well, your card actually, so that'd be the Eight of Diamonds, and then the card on next to it. So don't go above, go below. So the card below is the Jack of Hearts. Now what I do is, and this is me doing it, so I'll be looking at it this way, obviously. I wouldn't be showing you all the cards. But what I do is I miscall the card on purpose. That way it throws off the mental... For instance, if I tell you, just think of a card and try and send it to me mentally. I'll sit there and I'll go, and the card we're looking for is a Jack of Hearts. I will say, oh, I believe it's a black card. When I say that, it kind of lets their guard down a little bit to where they are going to think of it in a different way. So pretty much they think, you don't got it, you don't have it, and it kind of lowers their expectations a bit so that you can hit them harder when you actually have the card. So you go through, and you can do this in many different ways. You can sit there and say, I think it was a black card. Or, for instance, we have a Jack. It was a low card, right? You want to go the opposite. Now, what I do is I also will find where the card's at. So we have it in the middle. What I'll do is I'll go a little bit past, and I'll find a card like the 9 here. And I'll jog it up just a little bit, and I'm like, you know what, I think that's the card. And I'll give a look at the spectator for a second and go, you know what, no. I think I got it. And then bring up the real card, pull it out. So, from my angle, I would take a look at it. No. Okay. now you're in, okay? Try and separate the cards. That way you have this one out and far away. That way there's no switch, there's no feel of slight. It seems like a free choice. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask them, what was the card that you were thinking of? And they say it out loud, and you can slowly flip it over to reveal that it is their selected card. So there was little subtleties in that I wanted to just explain, you know, the fact of using the different colors to throw them off a bit. I like to use a lot of psychology. This was this is like one of the first tricks magicians ever learn, and I gave you guys a lot to work with on this. I didn't want it to just be, hey, I'm going to do a trick. I like psychology behind things because it makes the trick way more intense. So there's also the way of doing it to where you can have them pick a card. You go through the motions, so you have them, you know, take the card. And then what you do is you just, if you can do this, spread it across the table and then look for it. So then you know, if you're looking for the King of Spades, I didn't show you the card on that one, but you're looking for the King of Spades, the card is the Ace of Spades. And what you're going to do is you're going to just wave your hand over a bit, and sometimes you can look at them, take cards away, and like, hey, it's not in any of these. It's not in any of these. You know what? I think I got it. Your card is the Ace of Spades. So you can do like process of elimination. That way it kind of seems fair. Depending on who you're working with, sometimes people can see the psychology, because if you spread the cards out like this, most people, for instance the spectator, will look down at the cards and they kind of give away where their card's at. So that's why I enjoy having the cards upright, because it kind of gives it more of a mentality of I'm reading your mind. Even though this works too, either one's good. I'm not saying one's better than the other. I'm just saying you have options to do with this one, and it's very fun, and you'll really enjoy this. It's super simple. Just practice it on yourself a little bit. You know, just take the cards. And try not to look at this card. Or if you're going to record yourself with it. Where you pick a card, you show it to the camera, you place it on top, and then you just look at a key card, and then try and find it. So we have the Queen of Spades. So try and find it that way. That way it's easier, and you can practice that way. It's super simple. You're going to enjoy this. It's fun if you do this at a bar. You could probably get a free drink. But I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you can on my socials or anything. Hey, it worked. I love it. Or if you can record it and send it to me, I would love to see it. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy doing this trick.